Bank Negara Malaysia said the Malaysian financial system is expected to stay resilient despite severe macroeconomic and financial strains. In its latest financial stability review, the central bank said the financial institutions currently maintain excess total capital buffers of 135.9 billion ringgit. BNM said it has remained vigilant of domestic and external developments that could affect domestic financial stability, including further tightening in global financial conditions that could lead to higher financial market volatility. BNM said Malaysia is supported by well-capitalized financial institutions, while excess liquidity maintained by the banking system currently stands at 156.2 billion ringgit. Risks from household sector exposures continue to be mitigated by prudent underwriting and loan affordability assessments by financial institutions. The ratio of household debt to GDP continued to moderate and currently stands at 83.8% in the second quarter of this year. Despite an increase of unsold housing units, BNM said the sustained demand for affordable housing and prudent underwriting practice in lending are expected to mitigate risks of a broad-based price correction. BNM said most other sectors are expected to perform better on the back of positive consumer and business sentiments, higher retail spending during the tax holiday period, and favourable labour market conditions. As for domestic banking groups, it said they will continue to be supported by strong capitalisation levels with improved earnings, sound asset quality, and stable funding structures. Datin Sri Rosmah Mansor, wife of ex-PM Datuk Sri Najib Razak, spent the day being questioned by the Malaysian Anti-Corruption Commission (MACC) over 1MDB-related graft allegations. She arrived at the MACC headquarters just before 10 a.m. and was still being questioned at the time of reporting. Rosmah arrived in separate cars with her lawyer, Dato K. Kumarendran, with no police escorts. Earlier this week, the MACC said that the investigation into Rosmah had been completed and submitted to the Attorney General for subsequent action. According to media reports, Rosmah could possibly face over 20 criminal charges related to money laundering. This is the second time Rosmah has been called to MACC. Back in June, the MACC had questioned Rosmah for over 3 hours over SRC International, a former subsidiary of 1MDB. Meanwhile, Najib has been summoned by Parliament's Public Accounts Committee to explain missing goods and services tax refunds amounting to 19.4 billion ringgit, according to the Malaysian Insight. The news portal reported that PAC Chairman Dato Sri Dr. Ronald Kendi said that the committee had fixed October 17 to question Najib. Eversendai Corp's total year-to-date project wins grew to 1.12 billion ringgit year-to-date after it secured a total of 404 million ringgit worth of new projects. The construction firm said the recent 4 project wins would help to ensure the continued growth of the group. The new projects include the construction of one of the largest glass roof structures in the world in Dubai. It was also awarded the structural steel fabrication and construction package for a combined cycle gas power plant project in Malaysia. The third project was a 45-story high-rise residential tower in Mumbai, India. Its oil and gas division also secured a project to fabricate and assemble leg sections for the offshore wind installation jack-up vessel located in Europe. As at June 30th this year, its outstanding order book stood at 2.37 billion ringgit. Executive Chairman and MD Tan Sri A.K. Nathan say the group continue to experience a busy period with numerous projects in hand and more exciting groundbreaking projects in the works. He adds that the group is also constantly looking into expanding and developing its business and knowledge base by undertaking highly complex structural projects. Astro Malaysia second quarter FY19 net profit dropped 93.3% to 16.6 million ringgit due to decrease in subscription and advertising revenue as well as higher net finance costs. Revenue was fairly flat at about 1.42 billion ringgit. However, the drop in subscription and ADEX was offset by higher merchandise sales, licensing income, and sales of program broadcast rights. Astro Designate Chief Henry Tan said financial results were affected by the reduced need to advertise during the tax holiday period from June 1st to August 31st and the depreciating ringgit. However, Tan said it continues to have stable revenues across TV and radio with diversification from digital platforms, e-commerce, licensing income, and theatrical sales. Astro's engagement is now reaching 23 million TV viewers, 16.9 million weekly radio listeners, 7 million unique digital visitors, and 1.5 million shoppers. On the bright side, Astro has secured the Premier League broadcast rights for the next 3 seasons from 2019 to 2022. Astro said all 380 matches would be broadcast live in HD across TV and Astro Go. Chairman Tun Zaki Azmi said Astro continues to be cash generative, cost disciplined, and proactive in its capital management whilst navigating through a challenging market. It declared a second interim dividend of 2.5 cents per share. Going forward, Tan expects the group's second half performance to improve and said it will remain focused on key business drivers. George Malaysia said its second quarter FY19 results were credible despite work progress being affected by the restructuring of the LRT project. Net profit dipped 3.13% to 24.58 million ringgit from 25.38 million, while its revenue was down almost 40% to 112.93 million ringgit. The softer numbers were mainly due to lower contribution from its metering division. Profit from George Kent's metering segment came in 30% lower compared with a year ago due to lower sales and gross profit margin. The construction for the LRT3 is expected to resume in the second half of 2019 as negotiations to redesign the project are still ongoing. Recall that the MRCB George Kent JV, which is a partnership between Malaysian Resources Corp and George Kent, was appointed the project delivery partner of the LRT3. Going forward, George Kent intends to channel substantial resources into expand its metering business to broaden its income base. Its chairman Tan Sri Tan Kee Hock said it will invest in both human resources and financial to grow its metering and other water-related businesses and investments. He added that the group is also on the lookout for regional railway opportunities while continuing to deliver on its existing order book. For now, its order book is at over 5 billion ringgit and is expected to provide earnings visibility over the next few years. The group still declared an interim dividend of 2 cents per share.